Hey guys, what's up? It's Darwin. So as Snuggles and I get a little bit closer to headed back to the AT in June, we've been talking a lot about resupply and the things that we ate on the trail that we wouldn't normally eat in everyday life. So wanted to take the opportunity to make a video kind of explaining and showing what my typical resupply looks like. Typically we would pop into town and resupply for about 3 or 4 days. When we first started out, it was something like 5 days. As we got a little further in the trail, we noticed that we would pop out and close to towns and convenience stores a little closer than 5 days. So we kind of scaled that back and went from 3 to 4 days. So I'm going to show you all the food that I carried for a 4-day resupply, what I carried, and how I packed it. Alright guys, so here is everything laid out from my food bag. As you can see, I've kind of divided everything up into individual days, and here in a second I'll actually break it out and kind of show you what I eat within a day. But as you can see, I have day 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have a bag that just has all my lunch items in it, and a little extra to kind of add to any of the food I have for extra calories, typically chips or crackers, drink mixes, tea, have some hot cocoa in there in case I need a little extra filling up at night, and then I have my reserve, so I always keep a few little extra things on me just in case I'm extra hungry, had a bigger day, and need the calories. Alright guys, so I have laid everything out here to kind of break down and show you what I eat in a day. Let's start down here on day 1. So like I said, day 1 we would have woke up, I would have already had my previous day 4 with my breakfast in it, and some snacks to get me through the day. So here's day 1. Typically after resupply, after sitting outside the store and breaking all the boxes down, I would put a few protein bars, some snack bars inside of my hip belt to make sure that I got fueled all the way to camp. And then for dinner I typically have something like a rice side and a tuna packet. If you watched in one of my previous videos, I kind of showed how to efficiently make the rice side, and you know, a good idea to kind of ditch those backpacker pantries. This is a much cheaper option, same amount of calories, get about 800 calories here, especially whenever you go with the the extra virgin olive oil tuna, which hops up on the calories. So yeah, there's day 1. We would go to camp that night, and then day 2, this is going to start a full day for me. If you look down here, I typically for breakfast have a Pop-Tart peanut butter sandwich. Definitely not the healthiest thing, but very calorie laden. Would definitely get me started in the morning. And then I'm a big coffee nut, so 2 Starbucks Vias. About 2 cups of coffee would be perfect for me. Loaded in my hip belt, I would typically put snacks, about 3 snack bars, Cliff Bar. It would vary. Sometimes, every once in a while, I'd go with candy bar or something like a Snicker, but after a while, you kind of get burnt out, and you can definitely have too many Snickers. And then for dinner, I would switch it up from the previous day and go with an instant mashed potato, and again, a tuna with an olive oil. Definitely nice to have those extra calories in that. Day 3, exact same as day 2. Pop-Tart peanut butter sandwich, coffee, snack bars, and back to the rice side and tuna packet. This isn't always how we ate. Sometimes we swapped it up and actually went to a no-cook option where we ate a lot of tuna, tortillas, and just kind of didn't want to cook whenever it got hotter. But this is just kind of a basic layout of what we would typically take. Obviously we would swap it out for different things here and there so we didn't get too burnt out. So just keep that in mind. And then day 4, didn't need a dinner because we'd be going into town to resupply. So I would have typical breakfast, Pop-Tart peanut butter sandwich and coffee. and then have a couple of snacks to get me to town. I would typically have an extra Pop-Tart and keep that kind of as a snack if I needed it. Throughout all of these days, for lunch, whenever we stopped for lunch, I would keep one bag separate with all my lunch stuff in there. And typically for lunch, I would have a tortilla or two with either one of these pre-made tuna salad packs or pepperoni and cheese. For a while, we carried the big block of cheese, and it seemed like it just went bad real quick, and found these little guys. In most places, they're individual Land O'Lakes cheddar packs, and they were really nice, cheap, about the same price as a big block of cheese for a whole bag of them. So I would just take these, slice it up a little bit, put it in a tortilla, put either pepperoni or tuna, and that would typically be my lunch. And then I would also carry either a bag of chips or something like some cheddar crackers, something to get extra calories. These are also really good to kind of add into the rice and mashed potatoes to kind of jazz them up, give them a little cheese flavor, and also add the extra calories. The last thing that I kept in my food bag was a thing of drink mixes. So I had this kind of sport electrolyte mix here. Has some B vitamins and a little bit of caffeine in it to kind of put in my water to give it a little boost. Some tea, I'm a big tea fan, and hot chocolate. Carried hot chocolate pretty much throughout the trail, even on nights when it got hot, because a nice big mug of hot chocolate is something that definitely fills you up if you're still hungry whenever you get to camp, which thru hikers are always still hungry. And then at the very bottom of my bag, I would always be safe and carry a couple reserve. So a couple ramen noodles, an extra Cliff Bar, just in case for those days where it was a really big day, I got really hungry and needed those extra calories and something to fill me up. So yeah, that is typically what a 3 to 4 day resupply looks like for me. Again, it wasn't what we always did. Sometimes we ate nothing but cold whenever it was real hot outside. Sometimes I just went nothing but instant mashed potatoes, rice sides. It seemed to work for me. It gave me enough calories. Obviously, I was always still hungry. Anytime we were in a town, we always tried to get a burger or something extra to throw in our stomach for calories, but this tended to work for me, and especially breaking down by the day. That way I knew every day I could fill out this bag in my food bag, and it was going to have exactly what I needed for that day, and I didn't eat extra. So, you know, if we were on a stint between 3 days before we were going to get to a town, I didn't accidentally eat too much to where I didn't have calories for the next day. So, definitely a good option for me. Maybe it'll work for you. So, hopefully the video helped in showing you what you can pack and how you can pack it for a small 3 to 4 day resupply on the AT. We're really looking forward to getting back, and I'm kind of looking forward to eating this stuff again, believe it or not. So, like, dislike my video, leave me some comments below, subscribe to my channel, go check out DarwinOnTheTrail.com, and as always, thanks for watching.